Y'all know what fucking time it is. VIBETV, Just Jay, Just Jeff, your host, Starsky Poppy in the building. We here with three local ABE artists. What's good, baby?
What up, baby?
What's
How
good,
you
baby?
living, doggy? What's
Good,
good?
bro. Yo, appreciate you coming out to now with us, dog.
Always. You know it's been love since the first time we met. It's always love.
It's the first motherfucking time.
That's right. It's been a minute too.
Bro,
I've been on the low. I've been quiet.
been quiet. What you been doing on the low?
I like to say working in secrecy, but not really, because a lot of people have been seeing me. I always make my face known, but my sound I like to keep low key until it's like perfected.
Ooh.
I think I've only dropped one track this in my life. Everything else is just features. There's some covers back in the day, but nobody gonna know about them covers.
It's
It's under a different artist name. Is way back.
Oh, no. See now. See, my thing is real quick. So, like, you know, producers was on me like, oh, you have to basic questions, this and that. Forget those basic questions, this and that. No. I want to hear about that. So right now, you go by 3.
Yeah. 100%.
First off, what does that stand for?
3 is Roman numerals is like I. My government is Jaime Morales III. I was born on May 3rd. There's a lot of 3s in my life. There's some 3s in my social, so you ain't gonna know too much.
Yeah.
3s has always been in my life. 3s is represented as power. You know, the 3rd letter of the alphabet, C, cash, cream, all that. Ooh. 3 is heavily influenced in this world, if you realize. The Holy Trinity, all that. So 3. I'm awakening. That's why we're the Lords. But before, it was J3.
J3. Oh, I had a phone like that. Ooh,
Yeah,
J3 Prime.
I know. That's why I was like, yo, imagine if I would have kept this fucking name, bro. How fucking corny I would have been.
Right.
But that not to disrespect. I know there's a cat on the West Coast called Gutter J3. Okay. And he OG spitter, so shouts and salute to him. But I couldn't have it. I couldn't be J3 anymore. That was back in when I was like 15, 16. I'm older now. I'm about 25. My birthday just passed. I'm getting like I'm a whole quarter. You feel
Heard that. He said we 3 with a quarter. Get it. Get it.
75.
Heard that.
Nah, man. I'm 3 now. So I rebranded myself. Been able to do what I got to do. Like I said, I've been on the low, just trying to maintain what I got to do. Do what I got to do. Met up with a lot of artists in the past 2 years that have been on the low. So now that I've been able to release my first official single and meet all these other artists, it's kind of build the network. It's been progressive.
Been going.
I'm hyped. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Ooh, you have some idea, because I told you the first time when me and my brother did our first single, when it was his single and I was just a feature, that Let Me See John.
Still fire.
That was we wanted to test the waters. So we had that track. That track I told you. We had that track 2 years before we dropped it.
Yeah.
And then we dropped it, and then we realized it was a timeless track, something that people could just jam out through the summer. I was like, all right. When we started to continue with the brand, we noticed a lot of people kept thinking of us as duos.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Y'all two together, the brothers. And we realized how we were branding ourselves. It was like, all right, we're Lord, but he's his own entity. I'm my own entity. You know, that's nice. I'm 3. It's not, the duo, the Lords. The duo, the Lords. The Lords is just the brand and the label itself we own. Besides that, Nice gets put on his own things, does what he does. 3 does what he does. When it comes to discussions of the Lord, then we a unit.
Okay.
Besides that, we are own deities and entities.
Right. Yeah, I feel that too. The 2 superpowers come together and blow shit up. Exactly. But separately, y'all still like a fucking fire.
That's why, with all the features that he's been doing and all the features that I have been setting up, we're trying to play like chess right now. We played checkers last year, testing the water, see what moves we can make, and then we realized, okay, we learned some things.
Yeah.
So now we know we can't do that, but this worked. These people weren't as official. These people are. These people are still official. Boom, let's work and let's network even a broader span. That we met even more people that were in the city for like years on, and we didn't even notice them. Met them through other people that we've been messing with, and it was like, oh shit, like, how long you been doing this? Damn, nigga, you be surprised.
You be really surprised.
I'm slacking. I thought I was network. I thought I was meeting everybody. I was like, how the fuck I don't know you, bro? I know a lot of people. I should know you.
It's AB's big, but it's small at the same time.
It's a dynamite city waiting to blow. I love it. And I don't even want to be the first one to blow. I don't even give a fuck.
Right.
If I am, I'm blessed, whatever. But I know there's a lot of dominoes ready to fall into effect, and I'm ready to push one.
So now is that like they say, so you only released one like really official single. You've been doing a lot of features since the last 2 years.
And none of those features even dropped yet. I'm telling you, I'm playing chess.
So
because they told me when they I'm very transparent with my music and people. You know, I keep it 100 with people. I give good energy. The same energy I receive, I give back. So I let them know what I'm doing with my music, especially when I meet you and I'm, you know, we build rapport and it's over time. And I'm like, all right, so this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. I let you know you can't really talk about this because nobody really knows about this. I'm just telling you because, you know, I fucks with you. But here's where it's at. I got some features. You want to be one of them? Cool. Then here's where it line up. Then they'll either line it up on their own terms, and then if I see that they already have their plan set up, I'll roll with them and feed off them. Like I know a couple features that's gonna drop in July.
Okay.
And like in August and like September, and I'm like, damn, I gotta do my shit first then. So that's why I kind of like rushed this process for this first single and dropped it in like April.
So you like going against the clock pretty much.
Boom, I was grinding like for like 3 weeks straight. So I was with the cover art. Shout out my man Joe, Allentown Alternative Art Gallery. We was I put in time with him. Came every fucking. I was there for 2 Saturdays. I was there the next Monday. He was like, we about to get it done. I was there for 9 hours with him, giving him opinions, do this and that. He drew that whole cover. I was like, it's done. That's perfect. That's what I want.
For the one single?
For that one cover art. I'm very, very meticulous with my work.
Okay.
And even if I don't like it, after I put my name on it and I give it to you, and then I hear it and I want to change it, a lot of people become real animate. No, I have it. I want it. And that really bothers me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it is what it is, so I just do it how it does it. Even if people don't like that, I'll make up for it. That's why I work harder on my shit rather than the features. Yeah. Some features I go all in, but when I do too much with the features, and I'll be like, no, I could have did better. Let me change this. They not having it. They on a deadline. I respect it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nah, and I feel that. So the single now that you put the work in for it.
I like it.
Radio, you like it?
I like it.
It was worth the 2-year build up pretty much.
It really was. It's the single is. A lot of people already put me in the lane, and I love it. Because the next 3 singles sound nothing like the last. And this single sound nothing like my feature with my brother. Yeah. So I got a lot of secrets.
You got a little secrets with that?
Guys, so
all right. We got a little more for Captain Secrets over here. We're going to go to commercial break. Producers is doing the wave. We'll be back, though. It's Behind TV. Talk to us about the new single that took, all this time to get together, to prepare for and drop.
Alright, so I came up with this idea in 2018, and I was writing like a lot at this time. I was going through multiple relationships. I was confused, lost, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Went to the studio time. We booked like 15, 20 hours. It was a good weekend. Me and B went to Philly, and I had about 6, 7 tracks I wanted to record. Only 4 of them sounded good, and this was one of the 4. And I was like, damn, this is real radio sounding, you know, do I love you, whatever. And I was like, I like this a lot. So I stuck with it. I was like, this is going to be the first single. I heard everything else, and I was like, if I play it right, the timing that it'll be released was supposed to be released in February. Around Valentine's Day. Right. And I was like, okay, this will be good.
Real lovey-dovey.
Exactly. I was like, perfect. And then I was like, it wasn't meant to be. The dude I was working with for the cover art, he had a lot of things he was doing, and I was like, I was being understanding. Perfect. Met up in March. We started working on it. And I was like, okay, bet. Now I got a time frame. I could drop this end of April, May. My birthday's going to be around there. I could do some double promo shit. Bet. So I got on it, hit up my producer in beginning of March. We started working on it. Boom, boom, boom. He sent it to me the next week. I was like, fix this, and this is good. Next day he sent it to me. I was like, perfect, I'm ready. Hit up the cover art dude. Spent 2 weeks with that dude. By second week of April, it was ready to go, and I was just holding it. I was like, bet. Then I got on my ASCAP, my distro kit, got all my revenues ready, and shit, let me tell you. I worked. I was like, bet. So I set it up for the release, and it initially was supposed to release May 1st. And I was like, perfect. Distro kit released it a little bit early, and I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
It's kind of released, but nobody knows about it yet until I say it's released.
So it was like one of those that you put out.
Yeah, it was
No
like out.
promotion.
I got the email. It was like, your song's been released. I was like, okay. So it's released today. I got home from work. I was like, bet. Started promoting my ass off. Hit up all my people, my networks, and then I hit up people that owe me favors, whatever.
Yeah.
I put all my stamps in. Yo, my chips is on the table. Let's get it going. Promoted the fuck out of it that day.
Yeah.
Then my birthday came around like in a week and a half after.
Turned
Double
up.
promotion. I was like, this is good. Perfect. And I was like, all right, I like this. So it took me over 3 months after the product was done, about a year and a half to get it all situated. But in the meantime, I finished about 3 or 4 more works. So I don't ever stop working.
Okay, all right.
I'm working.
Right.
To be honest, it is, what is it today? May 10th, right?
I'm gonna say yes. The calendar don't work, but I'm gonna say yes.
May 10th. Since March, I want to say 3rd. I'm not really too sure. The first Sunday of March, every Sunday I've been in the studio.
Oh,
Lord's Day.
Lord's Day.
We made sure I've been in the studio every Sunday.
Is that a pun? Or is that
I
that's
swear-
real
I
life?
swear
The
it-
Lord's Day, you just been
it's-
working.
It's kind of funny because originally we didn't notice it. We was just, all right, we're going to book another session for next week. All right, we're going to book another session for next week. And if I wasn't recording, my brother was recording. If he wasn't recording, I was recording. Then it was together. Then it was just like back and forth. I'm like, yo, this is a thing. In motion tends to stay in motion, you know,
Yeah.
science, whatever. So I'm like, all right, let's keep it going. Excuse me, pardon me. I was like,
Bless you.
damn, thank you. I was like, damn, we got a lot of shit going. Bet, yo, I like this. Bet, let's start paying for these beats, start getting this cover up. And I was like, all right, we could do this, let's get it. Now, it's May, it's the middle of May. Me and my brother got this tape coming out. It's called Away.
It's called a what?
Away.
Tell that one.
It's called Away. Now, it's a 2-single EP we got coming out. This is going to be the first time it's ever talked about. I'm giving y'all a little sneak peek. It's coming out. I'm not going to give you no dates and no nothing. I'm not going to give you no
None of
track
that.
list. Just know it's an EP with me and my brother Nice and 3. And that's coming. Also coming is my next single called Storytelling. But for now, Hate and Love y'all going to have to dwell with. And I ain't even going to give you a video for that. That's just going to be my first baby like, here,
It's out there. Grab it.
take it.
Put it in your pocket.
Like some Diddy shit. Take
Is
that,
it gonna
take that.
satisfy us until the next one drops?
I sure the fuck hope so. Shit. I fucking put my blood, sweat, and tears if it don't satisfy you. Shit. I fucking been working my ass off. You got me. Listen, I love motherfuckers that put in that work. I hear people talking about that, putting that work, putting that work. Fuck that. Let me see that. I hate people telling me, let me see that. Because when you on stage and you put that presence and you put that energy and you can hear the time you put into work. You can hear, oh, this motherfucker's been working on his breath. Oh, this motherfucker's been working on his ad-lib. Oh, this motherfucker he got all his situation. He got a performance track ready when he's performing. There's a lot of things you got to do rather than just the music. It's not, music is first, don't get me wrong.
Facts.
If you ain't got the music, then you cannot proceed with anything. But don't think the music is going to take you everywhere you need to go. If you're trying to brand yourself, you need whatever that brand is, stay in that lane or expand.
Yeah.
But make sure you do it correctly. Make sure when you're performing, you have all your performance tracks. Make sure when you're performing, you either have a person that's gonna do your ad libs, a person that the beat is bought, you getting paid for your royalties. Don't let these people fuck you, bro. These people, this city's way too talented to not be understanding about how to make this money for themselves. And we've been talking to I've met so many talented motherfuckers that don't know shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I could have been a nigga that just signed him. Like, you know what? That's fine. Sign under Lord. But that's not what Lord is about. Loyalty over royalty dynasty. If I was that dude, then the label wouldn't even make sense to even call it Lord. Because consulting even costs money nowadays. You got to
Facts.
pay me to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I gave you keys. And it doesn't bother me to keep giving you the keys that y'all need. Because, like, I would hope somebody would do it for me.
And you seem like you have a good grasp on the business aspect as well as the actual artistry aspect of it all. That's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot of everything you said. That's a lot for people to grasp.
Fuck. I didn't even have it all at first. Like I was telling you earlier. Initially, I just had the love for the music, the craft. I learned it. I respected the culture. I did my research on how it was started. Hip hop has been my baby. I was like, damn, I really love this shit. How it started, how it was created, the founders, the energy that was put in, or different decades in time. But it wasn't enough. Like having that information, you could still get fucked out of your money.
Facts.
Like it wasn't until my brother started doing music about 5 years later after I started doing music that he was like, bro, you ain't gonna make no fucking money like this.
Right.
I'm like, what you talking about? And then he was like, what about this? What about this? What about that? I'm like, whoa. It came down like, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm 3 years older than you. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Fuck out of here.
I hate big brothers.
I know I hate myself too, but I'm a
Big brother?
stubborn dude.
To you. Love you though.
I'm a stubborn dude. I don't even give a shit sometimes. I'm a stubborn dude. But after them 2 months, I sat down with dude, and I was like, yo, tell me. Talk to me and show me what I got to do. And if it's the right way and I really understand it, teach me how I learned.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could both grow as a unit. And he sat down with me, taught me all this knowledge, and I'm like, damn, I've been fucking up. After learning, I started putting myself on. And then it's like, once you have knowledge, you don't want to keep it to yourself. You want to, like, give it to everybody. Like, yo, you know how to do this? Yo, you dope as shit. Like, I went to events at One Event Square, Brooklyn, and Philly, and I'm like, yo, these cats is dirty.
Right.
All right. So I go up to them, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing I do, they look at me. I'm not performing. I'm a little lighter skinned than what it is. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm like a fake ass Puerto Rican to the Latin community.
Oh, okay.
I'm just in a gray area. That's what it feel like sometimes. Real shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm viewed at like on both sides. So it's like I'm gonna earn my respect whether you believe it or not.
Felt
like I
that.
put my work in off the scenes, on the scenes. I'm gonna get it. But here's what I want to know. I got my label. That's always the first thing I open. Oh, you got a label? Yes, sir. Oh, you got a business card? No, sir. But that doesn't matter right now. Do you ASCAP? Do this, do that? Can you promote yourself? Are you on any things? Are you making any type of royalties? Do you know how much you make off the penny? Because really, it's off the penny. Nobody makes off a dollar, not even off title.
Yeah.
But you make a good amount of money if you know what you're doing. And if you don't, yo, here's this, this, and this. Take that information. It doesn't cost me shit. It ain't what that nigga said. Gilly said it. Ain't nothing to show a nigga love, bro. It ain't nothing, bro.
That's facts.
It ain't nothing. So what's gonna hurt me for tell you something that I would hope somebody gonna tell me?
And now I know we gotta go to break, but that right there. So you look to give what you learned to others to help them, because I feel like it's hard. In this day and age, it's easier than it was, like years ago.
Right.
But at the same time, it's still kind of hard for someone to
If you
make
don't
their
know-
way on top. If you don't know nothing at all, talent can only take you so far.
Right. Cloud can only take.
Class can only take you so far. So as far as giving that extra knowledge, you one of the people that, you let them know, if you do it like this instead of like that, then maybe you could move up like this.
Right, and that's all it is about. I feel like the moment.
A wise man told me, and he said, I loved your energy. And he says, there's something about you that is just very vibrant. And this is one of the OG hood niggas in this. I ain't gonna say his set, and it's none of my business.
Right.
OG niggas in the street. And I was telling him, I said, bro, it's time to bring the unity back in community. Because it doesn't make sense if you have this community that is so much talent everywhere, but nobody's willing to correlate and collaborate. And
Right.
making sure, because it's an ego thing. Everybody's so ego driven. Like, oh, yeah, I got to be number one. I'm going to, for what, bro? If you can't handle what's on your plate, get a bigger plate. Or
Facts.
start cooking more meals. If you worried about what's on another man's plate, you already losing, my brother. You too hungry, and you not thinking about the right way to eat.
Okay.
You out here starving, and you're going to starve yourself like that. Not the way to do it. So I'm all about bringing the unity back into the community. Like I said, I don't care who shines first. I do not give a fuck who shines first.
You
But
heard
know
it.
that.
You heard it.
When it's time, we're going to shine like diamonds. And I'm going to make sure everybody eats. Whether y'all want me to, whether y'all want me to eat or not, I'm going to still make sure you eat because the Lord always loves you, baby. Remember that.
If that ain't a way to go to commercial, I don't know what is. Hey, yo, Three's in the building. Thirsty and Poppy.
Lord, baby.
This is VIBETV, man. We right back.
Vibe.
Listen, we're back. My wristband says, know what it says? Time to be great. Whenever you wake up,
You remember TTBG. I was that's what I forgot. Finally got it. It's always time to be fucking great. Anyways, Dark Skin Poppy, Three's in the building. Vibe TV. Look,
Vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
so I want to dig into that. All right, so Lord, let them. So for people who, because you've been talking about it for the interview, let them know what the business you and your brother created together. You're two separate entities, but let them know what happens when y'all got together for this.
So we kind of created this on accident. I was messing with a shorty, in Vegas at the time when I was living there, and she was heavily in visual audiography, right? Videographer. What the fuck am I saying? She built a websites for other people. Like that
Okay.
was like she had a side gig, and I was like I utilized that. So she built our brand, but before she built our brand, I was like, what the fuck are we gonna call this shit?
Yeah.
Damn, we ain't got shit. We started going through some shit when we lived, because we used to live in Georgia too. We started going through like money issues. Everybody wanted to put in, but everybody wanted a little more than they put in at the time.
Okay.
And then me and B would have side conversations. Everybody's after this fucking money from us. Everybody just want to take this money before we make this money.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, bro? I'm like, alright. It ain't about the royalties. And at first it was like loyalty over royalties. And I'm a big battle rap watcher, and I was like, I'm not about to steal no Hollow to Don shit. This ain't not about to be no LOR. And I'm like,
Shout out
alright.
to Don, by the way.
Well, nah, it can't be that. So I'm like, alright. But this is bigger than this. We about to be moguls. This is going to be the label. This is going to be the dynasty. Lord?
He said,
Lord? I ran into that nigga room. I said, Lord. Lord. He said, what? I said, loyalty over royalty dynasty. Nigga, we the lords. We come to bless everybody. I'm so hype. It's 1 in the morning. He said, what the come back in the room in the morning and get the fuck out of my room. He said, all right, Lord, bet. So I get out the room. I couldn't even sleep. I started looking up people, and I'm like, this nigga's dope. I'm going to get hit. I'm going to write his information. Start writing shit. I go to bed like 4 in the morning. And this dickhead going to do the same shit I did, but in reverse in the morning.
that's crazy.
And he going to wake me up. So what you said? And I'm like, it's 10. I'm like,
Where's the energy like 5 hours ago?
right. This fucking kid, bro. All right. I said, Lord. It's the Lord. He said, what? And I sat up.
Wipe the crusty up the eyes.
Lord, loyalty over royalty, bro. We the lords. He said. He left the room. He didn't say shit.
That's wild.
I went back to bed.
Bruce Wayne shit.
Nigga came back in 20 minutes. He said, I love it. Let's do it. I said.
Now he Batman.
Shorty came down. We worked with her for 5 to 6 hours on the actual design of the crown and
Well, let them see it. I don't think they see
the
that.
crown, and then on the back it's a circle around the crown. So basically, how it started is this is a playoff of Basquiat's crown that he used to make. Basquiat was a Latino African American that grew up in New York, was a Puerto Rican dude, and he basically spoke about poverty and a lot of things that happened in the ghettos through his art, which was very abstract. He built off of other artists that I'm not too aware of. Don't quote me on it. But I know he wasn't the first abstract, but brought a lot of mainstream into it. He didn't get noticed until his death. So what we did was take the crown, open it, and change the lane, basically to change the path. We not here to get noticed after we gone. We here to get noticed while we here.
Tell him.
Change the cycle, which is why we put everything in a circle too at the end. Loyalty over royalty is in around the crown, which is full circle of life. Everything comes back into fruition. Everything's a full circle. So we took this information, we kind of made it like it is. And right now it looks so basic. But when you talk to us, it's like, oh, it's a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Well, we're not here to boast. We're not here to tell you, like, we thought process, we woke. Like, you're either going to know it or you don't. And when you do know it, I'm not going to repeat myself, then you know it. And then
You all heard it.
right. So we took that and we kind of ran with it. Then we had the label, we LOC'd it, we trademarked it, we made sure it was official, and we held it. We didn't do nothing with it. We didn't have no music, we didn't have anything, we didn't have shit. Then Let Me See came out, then we started building on the West Coast and then Spain and
Spain.
and yeah, when you start promoting online, you see where your big picture is. Plus, we met this girl that was with exchange student that was cool with our homegirl, Nyla. Shout out Nyla. Beast Dash singer coming up in the valley. She's dirty. She was a foreign exchange student from Spain. And she says, I go back to Spain and at the end of the summer, which was last summer. So she left in August. She couldn't even be in the video. She went back to Spain and promoted Let Me See for us over there.
Yeah.
And then we had people that we met in Georgia, because when we was in Georgia, we lived with our uncle in a military town, Hinesville. Shout out to Hinesville. We met producers. One of our producers, shout out my nigga Shad. He is in Germany right now. So he promotes for us over there. Then we got Chicago. Then we got New Orleans. We got Georgia. We got Philly, New York, Cali, Nevada, Colorado, Philly, New York, Jersey, Spain, Germany,
Dude, where my map
Florida.
at?
I
Shit.
think we got about like 13 states and a couple European places as well. and we utilize them only when we need them. Like Hate and Love, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't promote that much. It was my first thing. I wanted to see how, without promotion, how the people took it. And because that's another thing. I don't want to be known as the best. Everybody always says I'm next, I'm the best. It doesn't matter. Thought that was something that's decided by the people.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped to see how the people feel. People fucking with it. So I'm like, bet. But I can't represent myself as a hip hop without dropping some hip hop shit.
Facts.
So I got 2 to 3 more hip hop shit that like I said, everything I'm gonna drop is gonna be, oh, this shit sounds like pop shit. Oh, this shit sounds like hip hop shit. Oh, this is gutter shit. Oh, this is
everything.
Shit. Oh, this is R&B shit. I do not want to be labeled. I do not want to be placed in a lane. I do not want to be whatever you want to categorize me as. It's fine.
Mm.
No, when you hear me, you're gonna hear every side of 3, and it's gonna be like, damn.
I didn't see that coming.
Right?
I know you can do all that.
Isn't this the cat that just did it? I guess so. I'll stand behind every word I say, though. Whether it's about love, whether it's about the struggle, whether it's about unity, I stand behind 100%. Motherfuckers know that.
I heard that. All right, let me ask you. Musical inspiration.
I started, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of R&B and hip hop from the beginning. It's Jay-Z and Usher and T.I. That's how I first started. And then when I started getting into the love of craft, it became Drake, Kanye, and KRS-One.
Okay.
And KRS-One is like a weird mix between Drake and Kanye.
You feel me?
because,
That like oh, KRS-One.
And it was between KRS and the Wu, because they both did shit at that time like that was unheard of. KRS did a lot of shit for his community, held Queens down. I'm from Brooklyn. I shouldn't even be claiming KRS, but he held down and he wouldn't let nobody step over his shit, and he stood by his lyrics, and his shit was official. The Wu was the first one to have their group nationwide, worldwide, like took over. Kanye was I don't want to say the first, because I think there was a lot of other people before him, but he was the biggest producer that became a rapper platinum-wise and an entrepreneur. And Drake followed the steps, I don't want to say followed, but it very looked like he emulated the steps like of Hove.
Yeah.
And became a better version of Hove. Drake reminded me of how Kobe looked at MJ a lot. And
Okay.
when Comeback Season came out, I was listening to Closer to My Dreams all the time in high school, bro. And I was like, this is the shit that gets me to write. And then I heard So Far Gone, and I'm like, he's the greatest. He will be the greatest. Like how people view LeBron. And like my pops is a big OG Jay-Z fan from the 90s. And all these old heads, like, fuck out of here, that nigga's a bum. I'm like, all right. Listen, I'm going to let you know, I'm a little nerd and I studied this game. Watch for the dude. And then 4 years later, he's like, yo, this guy's dirty. I'm like, all right, he all right. Now I'm going to just say he all right, because I don't want to say I told you, but.
But, humble.
All right.
Humble.
Right? All right. Word. And now I just like to listen. Like, I'm always make sure I'm in tune with what's going on underground, what's going on locally, what's going on in the community. I'm always listening. And if I don't listen, put me on, because I'm going to make sure I listen.
Okay.
Whether it's R&B or hip-hop. Hip-hop, I listen for the sport. R&B, I listen for the love. Because I feel like nowadays, besides a couple, maybe 10, 15 rappers, there's not really a lot of people that put emotion behind their lyrics.
Yeah.
It's just either all bars or all flow. It's never a collective of the craft. And one thing you can't fake in R&B is neither. You need lyrics.
Truth.
So I feel like R&B I've always felt more, and I just, resonated with it more, and I would just feel it. I'm like, you can feel their pain, you can feel their passion, you can feel their joy, their love. And in R&B, when a person sings certain notes, you can be like, ooh, damn, that bitch going.
Right in your
homie.
yes.
I feel you, homie. Yo, fuck that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? When you hear some rappers, you be like, that was a fireball. Delivery could have been better.
Right.
That was a hot flow. I don't really know what you're saying. Now I know what you. It's funny because people be like, how you understand some of these mumble rap? I be like, I lived in Georgia. Mumble rap ain't shit. You ever heard of mumble talking? Georgia, I love
Levels.
Georgia. Yo,
Levels.
Georgia's my fuck out. Yo,
Shout out to the G.
if Georgia could be a person, that'd be my brother, bro. Because
Heard it.
Georgia gave me the hospitality. I could be kind to everybody. Because coming from New York, then living out here, I thought this was the country till I went to the country.
No, you know.
And they treated me so much different. Respect taught me, yes, sir, no, ma'am, hold the door, this, that. I go back up to New York, they look at me fucking wicked, like, who the fuck is this nigga open doing all this shit? You were not from here. I'm like, nah, your mother raised you wrong. And I can say it to your face, bum ass. Yo, like,
Let him
fuck out of here. Yo, you wildin', bro. Ain't nothing to hold the door. What are you doing? What's that gonna do? Take 5 seconds of your day? You niggas crazy out here.
Bugging.
I'm like, I'm sorry about that, sir.
I'm sorry about that, man. What that gonna do? Respect is respect all around.
No matter where you go.
Cause you gonna want the same respect in your hood, in your block, right? Like the same. That's the same thing in a daily life. Just love and respect is all that matters. Love is the most powerful thing in this world. That's why motherfuckers scared to give it.
Say it one more time.
Love is the most powerful thing in this world. That's why motherfuckers scared to receive it, scared to give it, scared to show emotion. I ain't scared of shit, baby. Live or die, I am who I am. Take it out.
Scared of heights. Heights scary.
I'm scared of spiders.
Spiders. They got mad legs to get that little. It's weird.
It's moving too fast, left and right, left and right.
They like that. Anyway, all right. Listen. All right, bro. Listen. All right. So let me ask you: if you had a goal for the rest of 2019, what would it be?
Productivity. I want everything I said to come to fruition. Everything. My goal in the beginning of the year has been a man of my word.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I said I've done. If I said I was gonna do it, I came and did it. If I said I was gonna give that bread, I came and gave that bread. If I said I was gonna drop the music, I did it. Everything I want to be accountable for my actions. Whether y'all hear it or not, if I say it, know my word is bond. That's it. If you don't got that accountability for yourself, I respect your perspective. That's cool, but no, that ain't me. If I said it, I meant it. Whether I told you I loved your shit and I'm proud of you and I love you, I meant that shit. Know that shit.
Real rap. 3 baby.
I felt that right here, like not like in the actual heart, like where's next to the heart. It's clogged up right now, but I felt that. Shit. Now I know. Now I know what it is. Yo, bro. All right, let everybody know where the next single went. Well, it's already out. But your Instagram, all the way to follow you. Where they get the merch, because merch is fire. Hint, hint. Need a shirt, whatever.
So the website's still being in the mix right now. When the website does come out, we will let you know. The social media is going to be the First Half of Lord. That's the number 1, ST of Lord. First Half of Lord on Instagram and on Twitter. You can follow the official Lord page as well. That's going to be on Instagram. That's going to give you the updates as far as the merch, the websites, and upcoming singles and singles that are already out. As far as that, just go show love to Hate Love, baby, on Spotify, on Apple, on Google Music, on Amazon, on all that. Hate Love, and be on the lookout for storytelling, baby. Lord.
We finna do y'all a favor. We gonna drop Hate and Love right here. we gonna give that to y'all. If y'all ain't seen it already, tune in, watch that. Listen, like, subscribe, because we here for y'all. Shout out to Just Jay, to Just Jeff, to Beats by D-Rec, who giving us the dopest fucking theme song, and I'm gonna shout it every fucking episode to the day we retire. Dark-Skin Poppy, 3's in the building, baby.
Woo, Lord. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Woo, baby.
God.
I hate the way you nonchalant like you can't even fall. I hate the way you make it seem like it's just all my fault. I hate the way you make it seem like I'm no good at all. I hate the way you wanna talk and then you build your walls. Cool, I don't wanna love you neither. I don't really think you got it. I don't really think you poppin'. Hate the way you make me feel like I'm just an option, so stop it. Stop the apologies, you confusing. Stop mixing love and hate, you abuse it. Don't think I'm peeping your movements, you must think I'm stupid. Like I don't know what you be doing.